Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. Seven. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the Perfectdraft boat. And this is kind of heavy, especially when I don't. Oh, Jesus. Fucked it up. Sorry. Right, okay. What we did, I kind of poured the other beer a bit too soon. We're not used to this one, are we?
Well, because the machine isn't in here, it's had to be pre-poured a couple of minutes ago.
So yeah, we've got the Camden here. As you can see, it's still got a bit of life at the moment. And as you'll have seen from the thumbnail, it's Weihenstephaner Festbier. So I couldn't bother to find the glass.
Style, isn't it,
that's what I thought. That's why I gave it a try. We picked this up in booths in when we were up north last week. I couldn't be bothered to do the glass, and it's a Weihenstephaner glass, anyway. And I thought that'll do.
Yeah.
Not so professional as normal, are we? So the idea is just to see how Camden plays against this one.
Now, from what I believed of this beer, it would be very similar, but it's, yes, as Paul says, it's quite a bit lighter.
Yeah, okay, well, let's give this a quick go. We haven't done this one this year, anyway. HB and this, we didn't, unfortunately, manage to get hold of, did we? So
until now.
Yeah, well, we didn't manage to get HB even then. Crazy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, this has got, it's got more along. Oh, smell.
I can't remember, we have done it before. Yeah. If I was talking about a drink with you, was to say what was that, I'd say it was a Hellies.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. There is a slight bit of hops there. Isn't all sweetness.
Right, so I'll give it a...
Yeah, give it a go.
And what this one, hold on a minute, was...
5.7, I think.
5.8.
5.8. Oh,
and the Camden's 5.7. I thought this was darker. That's the reason we've done Camden versus Hacker, and this one was the second one because I was.
We believed it to be similar style.
It was like so, as you can see, it's quite not as I expected, was it? But actually, I kind of got confused, should we say? I'm getting confused. I'm not used to it hearing that, isn't it? And I fell over the dog, bringing the Camden pint back.
This is more along the lines of your Lowenbrow and that style. It isn't really the Marzen style that I was expecting it to be. Do you agree with that?
I've got one, but we can't win them all, can you?
when you take a look at these things, and
it's very sweet.
It is sweet. It has got that Hellies kind of taste to it for me. It's high. It's hiding its percentage well.
Yeah, it does actually.
Quite a light carbonation in there. It's quite refreshing. It's quite pleasant.
Quite yeah, like you say, moderate carbonation, moderate body. If anything, it's more thin-bodied.
Yeah, yeah, that's quite a light, refreshing beer with its alcohol percentage hidden really well. I quite like that.
Yeah, we've reviewed it before. If not last year, the year before. I don't bother checking because
from the write-up, what I've read about this, I did think it was a kind of Marzen style, but yeah, obviously it isn't on trying it.
As you can see, this is Camden that was meant to be. You can try it, Camden. You know, does Camden stand up to that? That's not really. They're not really.
Yeah, this is where the two styles are
different.
That one has got a more richer flavour. It's more complex. There's more flavours going on there. You've got all those different tastes and notes in there, whereas this is just quite refreshing, light, with that kind of just house taste, a little bit sweet malt in it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. This is a quality brewery. I mean, look at their Weizen beer. even their hells. Their hells is actually, I'd love to put their hells up against that, but
Yeah.
it's late in the day, so to get another bottle for us would be hard, wouldn't it?
This one, easy drinking wise.
Without spending 75, 80 quid, whatever. On an order.
I really do like that. I'm quite taken with that.
We were taken with it. So we either did it last year or the year before. I say the idea was to see how Camden fits, but if you want to see that video, you'd have to see it against Hacker, because I kind of bodged this up.
Yeah, the Hacker Marzen is very similar, isn't it, to the Camden? Whereas this one is completely different style.
That was about 325 from Booths, and I think you could get 2, but I didn't bother because I thought, well, it's only going to go against that. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Had I known now what I know now, I would have. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't open this one, but yeah. Getting back to the Camden. Camden's a decent drink. Now we've been.
Yeah, it's holding itself up as that style of beer, that Marzen style. It's giving a good account of itself. I like the flavours in there. I like the balance of the Camden, and I really enjoyed this as well.
Yeah, that's pretty crisp. It's, for me, I'd probably say, if I was honest,
it's a little bit sweet.
It's a little bit sweet.
I would have thought that.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
It's reasonably dry on the finish, but you haven't got that kind of bitter note.
No.
So
it goes way towards the sweet Hellies. I like Cultivar Hellies that I used to like, but I don't now. But it's not as sweet as that. It's still got some go in it. That's kind of one of them you could.
Well, it hides its alcohol very well. Because I would have put that as sort of 5%.
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's too sweet.
There we go.
For
no,
me,
I really like that. It's one that I'd like to have really cold.
I have to be honest and say, for me, it's way too sweet at the end. If I was choosing the two, I know they're nothing similar anyway, but I would definitely go for that because it's much more complex than that. That for me, the more of it I drink there with Michelle, takes like a stronger Hellies, and not necessarily a good Hells either. Sorry, it's my opinion. I don't like it. I did try it first, didn't I?
Like it.
Yeah, I just you're looking at me like, what are you saying here?
I'm finding it quite refreshing and quite pleasant. So it just proves that different people can just enjoy different drinks. And
that's why I say it's always good to watch our reviews because you get two idiots' perspective on things rather than one. You know, you've got that clueless fella.
I do like it. There is a nice sweet malt there to it. I'm finding it quite refreshing. It's nice and light. Easy drinking, quite crisp, dry on the end. I
get what you're saying with the 5.8 absent without leave. I do get that.
Yeah.
But like I say, for me, that's far too sweet. I mean, you get a nice sweetness with the spaten, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what everyone's calling it this week. But that's not overpowering. I would say if you add 2-3 pints of that, the stickiness of that, with the sweetness is running through you all the time, is really going to do you in.
It's quite funny, isn't it, how for someone who really does enjoy hoppy IPAs, which I do, that when it comes to this style of beer and the sweetness that you get on the malt, I can really enjoy that as well.
Drink. Don't get me wrong,
so
it's just not one for me. I mean, I knew I prefer, obviously, the Hacker to. I knew I prefer the Camden to the Hacker. I knew that was going to happen.
If I was going to buy a few bottles of this and I haven't tried it before, I would have thought on the read up that I'm reading from places that it is a Marzen style beer, which I quite expected when Paul was pouring it out. I expected it to be that darker colour, and it's coming out lighter. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, okay. It's not quite what I thought.
All we had to do was type in our last review of it, but that doesn't matter. That's part of the fun. At least we're honest. I'll share this. Yes, it's a bit of a effed up review, but it's kind of not because you're accustomed that Michelle's quite a fan of that. You can give it a score if you like.
I would give that's a decent 8 out of 10. I would definitely
I'll give it a rate my beer a 4 because I'm feeling generous. But that's just subjective. That's my personal taste. I don't like that. I find it far too sweet, but that's one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah.
But let's say we've done a few reviews. I know we've been lacking on them lately. There's been a lot going on.
Busy times.
Yeah, busy times trying to sort out where we're going on this place and everything else. And we're still going to be doing mainly Perfectdraft ones. We've got a box to get through from Simo.
Yeah, looking forward to reviewing those, Simo.
I'm doing Dry January. I'm definitely doing it. She probably won't, but we'll see on that one, won't we? And we won't get to the end of it, so no one will know anyway. So if I mess up, right, I'll say bonjour.
Bye.